If you're going on a cruise and you're considering celebrity cruises as an option, or maybe you're a Royal Caribbean fan and you're just curious, like, what is all the hype about for this particular cruise line, the sister company to Royal Caribbean, well, then this video is for you because there's some things that I think you need to know about this particular cruise line and this ship. What's up? My name's Griff, the other half of Griff and Alyssa, and our goal here is to help you navigate each cruise like a pro. Let's dive in. Now, like you, when I'm researching a cruise, I have tons of questions. What's the food going to be like? What's the room going to be like? Is there going to be space by the pool? Like, I have all these questions. So lucky for you, I decided to break up this video into 10 things that I love and a few things that I hated. But if you stay on to the end of this video, I'll be able to provide some solutions so that way you can enjoy your cruise and avoid the mistakes that I made. Let's start off with the room. This is a place you're going to be spending a lot of time sleeping, hanging out, relaxing. One of the questions that people ask me about the room is, how was the space? How was the comfort? And honestly, I was pretty surprised. Lots of space, guys. I want to say this is one of the most spacious balcony cabins I ever had. Now, this room cost me about $1,100 for 3 nights. It was a edge balcony, which is really sweet cabin, guys. Check out how this cabin looks like. It's not exactly a balcony, but it's enclosed on the inside. Really, really cool. Some of the details in this room that really caught me off guard was that that window does come down on the edge balcony, but you do have to hold it. And when you hold it and it goes all the way down, just letting you know, when you need to let it back up, you have to hold it there for a little bit back up. That's one thing that I really didn't enjoy. But the overall experience on the edge balcony, super cool. When it comes to the space, what I really enjoyed was the large TV in front of the bed. That was absolutely a vibe. Sometimes they put the TVs in front of the couch, but like, we don't really just sit on the couch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that the TV was in front of the bed. Now check this out. If you thought the design of this room is cool, wait until I show you the design of their buffet. More on that later. I did appreciate the amount of space they had for me to put my storage. I had lots of dresser space, drawer space, whatever you want to call it. Also a pretty large closet and a nice bathroom. I'm 225 pounds, 6 feet, and so I didn't feel like I was all crammed in like other cruise lines. I really appreciated the space in this cabin, y'all. It was pretty nice. However, something that I wasn't really a fan of in this room was the bed. I'll be honest with you, it was kind of hard. So if you like soft mattresses, here's a solution for you. Avoid the mistake I did. Go ahead and let your stateroom steward know that you want one of those soft pads that go on top of the mattresses. I believe it's called a mattress topper. Get one of those in advance if you like soft beds and you'll be good to go. Number 2, let's talk about the Ocean View Cafe. Now, this is one of my favorite cafes across any cruise line, y'all. Like, it is nice. Floor to ceiling windows are absolutely gorgeous, but they really put a lot of effort into making sure that wherever you sit, you can have a nice view of the ocean. Hence, the Ocean View Cafe. Now, we're in the buffet, and I'm gonna talk about the food options in a few moments, so stick around for that. If you were to ask me, I really think just the overall ambiance inside of the cafe itself really enhanced the dining experience overall. 100%. Now, at the back of the Ocean View Cafe, if you feel like you're limited on seating, there's more seating outside, which, when you guessed it, you can see more views of the ocean. It really is nice. The Ocean View Cafe had lots of options, especially for breakfast, like fresh toast pastries, like warmed up croissants, muffins. Listen, I know other cruise lines got pastries. That's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say they went above and beyond and got us freshly warmed baked croissants, and I went nuts. They are good. They added at least 2 pounds to my waistline. I'm just saying. But some other stuff that you're really gonna enjoy in the buffet is the fresh fruits and vegetable section, the fresh grill section with like chicken and steak and pork chops. Like, that's really, really good. But I also love the Asian cuisine with like some Thai food and some Indian food. Like, they had a really nice variety. But one of my favorite spots in the Ocean View Cafe were the charcuterie station. That spot was the spot. You got to check that out 100%. Like a little late night snack, some charcuterie board, little cheeses, little fruit snacks, little meats. I'm just saying, it's good. Like, hey, don't take my word for it. Like, go check it out. I also like that they come around asking if you want some like fresh squeezed juice or maybe a mimosa. And speaking of drinks, wait till I show you a bar later on in this video. In fact, there's 2 bars I want to show you, okay? But seriously, the Ocean View Cafe is good for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do not miss out. And speaking of dinner, before you go check out dinner, you gotta stop by one of these amazing bars and lounges with Celebrity Cruises. Now, listen, they didn't pay me to say this, and this video is not sponsored by anybody, but when I tell you the world-class bar is absolutely world-class, you gotta get a smoked old-fashioned. Also, the music, just really chill, downright, and relaxing. The people around it obviously make it super cool, but the waiters and the waitresses, super primo. What I really like at the world-class bar is that they offered custom craft cocktails. And so let's say you wanted something a little bit off the menu. You really didn't know what you wanted. They would make something special for you that was off the menu. So that was kind of cool in my opinion. I mean, come on, like you don't know what to order and there's just like, boom, magic. New drink, off the menu, craft cocktail, especial. Another bar you gotta check out is the Eden Bar. Seriously, there's so many cocktails in there, it's incredible, but just the decor and the ambiance and the colors, all the greenery, just spectacular. Like I promise you, like you really won't regret it. Plus all the live music there, especially at night, it's an absolute vibe. If you're watching this video and you're trying to figure out like what bars you should go to, without a doubt, Eden, world-class bar, and there's another bar that's gonna absolutely knock your socks off. I'm typically not this type of drinker, but this drink, it's good. So stay tuned for that. Now, speaking about free dining options, I promise you, like you won't feel left out with the specialty dining. Like the main dining room options are so good. At one point I had some grilled octopus with like a braised beef short rib that just, whew, I fell absolutely in love with. I got 2 of them. They were that freaking good. Whew, take me back. The 6th thing that I loved the most was absolutely the entertainment. Now, one of my favorite shows that I got to experience on the Celebrity Ascent was their new show called Smoke and Mirrors. Now listen, I'm a cruise hobbyist. I love to talk about cruising, and I would love nothing more to go absolutely nuts and give you the details on this show. But spoiler alert, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of clips. It's really fun. You need to get there early. It does jam up really quick, which is something that I do not like. It's a hit or miss. It's a double-edged sword. It's bittersweet. It's a really good show. There's not enough seating. Listen, I showed up to this show about 30 minutes early, and I still almost did not get a seat. So again, you've been warned. Here's a few clips, but I won't spoil it all. You gotta go check out that show. But I promise you that I would tell you guys about an excellent spot to get drinks. And if you're gonna go check out this show, you might as well get a drink to wait in that line before Smoke and Mirrors. And there's no better place than the Martini Bar in the Grand Atrium. That whole experience down there with them flipping the cups and flipping the glasses and the shakers and everything with the music going live and the bartenders are dancing and clapping and everyone's just going nuts. Like, I absolutely love that. That you guys gotta do that. It is so fun. I promise you. Oh man, it's like, you know, I think I'm gonna book another one. I'm gonna book another one. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'll show you some of those things that, you know, didn't really rub me the right way. You know, stay tuned. And so let's continue this thing. All right, number 7, something that I enjoyed the most was the ship decor. Within the first few moments of walking on the ship, I immediately knew that this place was home. Like, it was an absolute vibe. If you're an Instagram person that likes to take lots of photos with your friends and family, like there's so many spots around there, but just the open spaces, the greenery, the high modern, the pool looked absolutely like magnificent. It was just pristine. And that's what I really want to hit on the most, guys. Like, this cruise ship just felt clean, like non-stop. At one point, I saw one guy just like clean up something immediately after it was done. It's just like, they're on it. Number 8 on things that I love the most was the pool deck. And not just because, you know, we're all hanging out in the sun, it's cruise day. I'm talking about the staff. You have to attend the crew versus cruisers volleyball game. Like, that is so much fun. But also water aerobics. That's just a super pleasant thing to watch if you don't want to partake. It's just cool to see and have, like, watch people have fun. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. But they also had different games like, you know, name that song and some other stuff that I can't think of right now. But at the time of this making this video, the cabanas are about $200. So reserve a cabana, get a spot by the pool, and enjoy the show. Seriously, guys, hanging out by the pool is an absolute vibe. Like, just sitting there all day, you will get a little bit of an appetite. So if you want to know where the best spot to eat is on the last day of the cruise, stay on a little bit longer and I will share that with you. But if you hang out in the cabana, which again, I think is about $200 at the time of making this video, that does come with lunch. It does come with champagne or a bottle of liquor. You get lunch from Luminet, which is super cool. It's 2 fruit skewers and a couple beers. So it's definitely worth it in my opinion. But once you're done hanging out on the pool around lunch on the last day, something that I absolutely loved and I gotta share with you guys. I'd feel criminal if I didn't share this information with you guys. On the last day of the cruise, they had like a seafood brunch. They were grilling ribeye. They were grilling New York strip. They were grilling filet mignon. Then they had grilled lobster and shrimp and like fish and like shrimp cocktail elbows over the place. I was like, what? Like, you will not see that. I've never seen that before. So I feel absolutely in love with that. Your boy's allergic to lobster, so more for you. That's all good. But I went absolutely nuts on the steak. Gotta lie, I'm not gonna lie. It was good. Now, whether you're a Royal Caribbean fan or you're a Celebrity Cruise fan, if you're curious about the differences between the two, I got a special treat for you at the end of this video, so stay tuned. But the last thing that I enjoyed the most, that it was pretty affordable. It was cheaper than a cruise that I can get with Royal Caribbean. If you want to see the major differences between Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruises, I've got this video right here. That's a lie. Right here that I want you guys to check out. You won't regret it. You'll love it. So I'll see you over there with Alyssa. All right? Peace.